Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Weekly Pick Your Crystal reading for March 20 to the 26th. So, today we have some lovely crystals. We're just going to go with their colors. Okay, you've got purple, quite a royal purple actually. You have a clear quartz, and you have this sort of robin's egg blue. So just take a moment. And while you're doing that, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting this channel, for your comments, your thumbs up. It's all fabulous, and I so appreciate it. So thank you very much for being here. Take a moment, see which crystal or crystals resonate with you. And let's get started, shall we? All right, so let's start with this deep royal purple, and let's see where we're going here. Okay. Well, this is kind of a really lovely sort of story because it's almost like a sense of rejuvenation. Maybe this has something to do with the first day of spring, because that's right on us right now. It's right upon us. Maybe that's what this is about. But let's take a look, shall we? So you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Page of Wands, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. So let's start here with the Ace of Wands. This is talking about a period of time where you really did feel, I don't know if I want to use the word trapped, but there was definitely a sense of not really knowing how to move forward, feeling that, whatever you tried to do was in some way restricted, or you couldn't see how that would unfold sort of in a way that would benefit you or be to your advantage. But it feels very much as if somewhere in the last little bit, or if you're still in this place, look forward to the Page of Wands entering your life, because of course the Page of Wands is about good news. It is about sometimes work related, so that it could also be like a hobby if you have one that you want to turn into a little bit of a paying hobby. It could have to do with just a vibrancy, a sense of new beginning, and that is, wands are fire, right? And swords are air. So you have your thoughts that were sort of holding you back, but now you have sort of the fire of energy and new beginnings and going forward. So that's here. What you're going to discover as you start your journey forward was, in fact, that once you started moving forward, once you sort of allowed yourself to get literally fired up about some direction you want to take on some specific project or area of your life, you're going to find that it starts moving forward quite quickly. There is, just a sense of motion forward. And because you have the Ace of Pentacles here, it is literally talking about a forward momentum to a place of abundance. So whether abundance is about, money, health, assets, property, perhaps you're waiting for news about, sort of documentation, whatever it is, it feels as if that period of time where you just sort of felt a little bit like sluggish and slow, and like we're coming out of winter, so everybody feels that to some degree, except for you lucky people who are in the southern hemisphere. But anyways, so there's just a feeling of it's just sort of, you figured out kind of that it was your own thoughts or your own ability to look at something with a little bit more objectivity, or perhaps just in a new light, that has allowed you to start being receptive to the news and the good information coming forward from the page. That is creating a sense of momentum and going forward, and that is creating your Ace of Pentacles situation. So this really is a progression that you see within these 4 cards. You see the progression, and for whatever area of your life it pertains to, you are feeling that progression. And so the last 2 cards are just sort of a very gentle sort of reminder, and perhaps even a promise from the universe, that as things continue to move forward, they will continue to move forward in a way that is very, very beneficial to you, your sense of security, what you need to feel safe and comfortable. So, there it is. That's sort of your reading for the purple crystal. And a lovely, lovely reading it is. Wow. Okay. Let's try the clear quartz next. So here we go. And the 9 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, Strength, and the Empress. Oh, you know what? I got to tell you, I'm sensing a little bit of a theme here. So if you are listening to this one, you may want to go back and look at the other 2 and see if they also resonate with you. So we're starting with the 9 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So this is about sort of, perseverance and, pulling your reserves and your resources together. It is that sense of feeling as if you have had to defend yourself or protect yourself, or in some cases, possibly even justify your actions or your reasons for taking a certain road or a certain, course. But the reality is that it feels as if, I almost want to say that perhaps some of the people that were perhaps making you feel like you really, really were on the defensive and you really had to go into sort of a perseverance, a protective mode. It feels like some of those people almost were a little bit, I don't know, maybe not thinking that wherever you were going, this was going to pay off for you or this is going to work to your advantage. So you may have been hearing some sort of negative talk around you. People just, sort of, well, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to spend that money? Are you sure you want to do this? And you know what? You were very clear in your head about exactly what you wanted to do. Or you will become very clear in your head about exactly what you want to do if you're still moving from this place of sort of a defensive posture. Because the Page of Pentacles is bringing you a sense of, good news. And there's abundance coming your way, and you're going to hear information pertaining to that. You have had to rely on your strength. And you are being asked to remember that when strength is gentled, it is just as strong. It's just simply not as aggressive. And so there is a need to sort of stand in your strength, stand in your power, but not necessarily push too hard in a way that ultimately is not going to serve your best interest. And the reason that you're being told that or reminded that is because you have the Empress here. And so the Empress is sort of saying, listen, you have that growth potential, the abundance, you have the expansion that you're looking for, the rewards, the blessings. They're coming your way. So frankly, you can afford to just sort of ensure that your approach is a little bit more gentle, even though you stand absolutely in your strength, okay? And again, there is this progression with the cards. It's like you are moving from a place of sort of feeling defensive and almost stuck. There is good news coming your way, and those who have sort of second guessed you or perhaps caused you to question your own instincts and your own sort of intuition about going forward, um, that is going to be, sort of set to the side because the good news is coming. And from that, you're going to discover that you can just almost take a step back and relax a little bit and just know that you are standing in a position of power and strength and that abundance, that blessings, they're coming to you. They're on their way. So part of, one of the things that you want to remember when you have blessings and abundance on the way is to always stay in that place of strength of gratitude, strength of appreciation, strength of welcoming the assistance and the support. Okay. Alrighty. And let's take a look at this robin's egg blue. What do we have here? Okay. So these cards are slightly different than the previous two in terms of the message, but again, there is a theme. So I will say to you, if this is the only crystal you picked, you might want to take a look at either the clear quartz or the purple, because there's definitely sort of a theme to the readings. So you're starting with the Hangman. You've got the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Sun. So this is literally, these last three cards are talking about renewal, success, celebration, just sort of an awakening, a rebirth, knowing that you are moving into a phase of your life where many, many blessings and celebrations and victories are coming your way. And appreciate that while you were in the position of the hanged man. So while you were either feeling like it was delay after delay after delay, that caused you to be able to gain perhaps a deeper perspective or another perspective of the way you were looking at a certain situation or your thoughts or the world at large. But that pause, and okay, everybody was in the pause because of COVID, right? Everybody had sort of gone into sort of a cave mentality, right? But this is saying, listen up, it's time to start celebrating. It is time to move forward with confidence and clarity and know that you have the sun waiting for you when you get there, which is, of course, all of the blessings that you could possibly hope for. It is about happiness. It is about success. It is about, happy family life, a happy relationship. So take the wisdom, take the knowledge and the understanding and the wisdom that were with you and the things you learned as a result of this sort of delay, and recognize that you can carry the wisdom forward of that and bring it into a new and vibrant and expanding and expansive future. Okay. So lovely readings, honestly, for everybody. Absolutely lovely. All right. So thank you so very, very much for being here today. Hopefully, this reading resonated with you, and hopefully you have a fabulous week ahead, because if there was one message consistent throughout all three crystals, it was absolutely the fact that things going forward are going to be far better than they were recently or where you stand now. Okay, so very exciting. Thank you very, very much for being here, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.